All right, we are 2 down, 2 more to go, and we're going to be talking about the stuff that was dropped. Wouldn't necessarily say dropped, but was talked about today, because in this video we are going to be going over everything that was discussed in the Paramount panel at CinemaCon. Once again, huge, massive shout out to Discussing Film for everything that they're doing on their socials and their website for keeping everything updated as to everything that is being talked about and shown at CinemaCon. So without any further ado, let us go in and let us talk about everything that was shown at CinemaCon. To start things off, we have a couple of little tidbits to start off with. Something that was discussed: Top Gun 3, because of course Top Gun Maverick made all sorts of money at the box office. Even as we were coming out of a pandemic, it still made money. So obviously there's going to be a third, obviously. And of course, they dropped the teaser for this, I think a few weeks back. But Sonic the Hedgehog 4 is confirmed to be going. I believe Kristen Bell is added to the cast. I forget the name of the character that she's playing. But in this CinemaCon little stuff that they showed for Sonic the Hedgehog 4, it confirms that yes, Jim Carrey is back to play Dr. Robotnik. So he did not end up in his demise at the end of 3 being blown up in the big spaceship. So he will be coming back for Sonic 4. Let us kick things off with something that I'm looking forward to. Scary Movie 6, a.k.a. Scary Movie. This, of course, sees the return of the Wayans to the movie parody that they started all those years ago with, well, I shouldn't say they started, but they really kind of revolutionized it with that first Scary Movie. The cast of Scary Movie took the stage at the Paramount panel, promising that in their long-awaited sequel to their horror parody franchise, this movie was designed as an equal opportunity offender. Attendees were also given a new trailer for the film, which starts with a jab at the sunken place scene in Get Out, which I think they've shown at least a little bit of in the trailer, in which we see Marlon Wayans sink into his seat, saying that he's super high to his clones. In a parody of Scream, Scream 5 from 2021, Anna Faris as Sydney and Regina Hall as Brenda reunite. In one of the more absurd parts of the trailer, the running children from Weapons is parodied, actually drugged on spiked Halloween candy. One child makes a 6-7 joke before being run over by a car. There's a smile scene where Sydney assaults patients in a mental ward, and a scene where the killer injects an aspiring porn star with the stuff, of course that being a parody of The Substance. The trailer doesn't give away too much gags, but it shows a wide range of films that Scary Movie is tackling, ending on a VI in the logo, just as the Scream 6 logo did. Yeah, if you watched the trailer that dropped online, and also the trailer, because the trailer that they show in movie theaters is slightly different to the one that was posted online. The one that's posted online has a different ending to it. But yeah, they are going after pretty much anybody and everybody in this movie. And you know what? That's the point of comedy. Comedy is not supposed to be a safe thing to do where I'm like, okay, I'm just going to stay in my lane. No, you are meant to disrupt every single thing imaginable. And, you know, that's what makes people laugh, is sometimes you have to laugh at the truth. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Of course, referencing a lot of modern horror stuff. Get Out, Smile, Scream, obviously, Substance, Weapons. In the trailer, they had Sinners in there as well. Long Legs as well. So yeah, they're pretty much going after anything and everything in this movie. And I can't wait to watch it. They again talked about Street Fighter, which actually I posted my trailer reaction for this, and I'm super pumped about this movie. So go check out my trailer reaction for that to get my full details on that. Of course, we have a new Jackass movie coming out. Jackass, Best and Last. As of right now, there is no description of trailer footage. Let me see here. Yeah, there's nothing right now in terms of like trailer footage, and even not even a release date. We just know that they are making a new Jackass movie and that it is going to be coming out. Jackass, I believe it was called Jackass Forever. That was also really fun and also really, really messed up. But I'm excited about this movie nonetheless. I wanted to see if I can try and get my dad to go and see this movie with me, because I think that would be pretty cool. Moving on, we have Heart of the Beast. CinemaCon attendees were given a first look at the trailer for David Ayer's new film, Heart of the Beast, at the Paramount presentation. The trailer focuses on the relationship between a veteran played by Brad Pitt, who gets into a plane crash in the middle of the woods, and his retired war dog, a German Shepherd. The two are forced to survive in the harsh Alaskan wilderness and its dangerous creatures. Both old, frazzled, and suffering with PTSD, Pitt and his dog are on one last mission to make it out of the wild alive. The film will release in the fall of 2026, though no specific release date has been announced. Well, that sounds really interesting. That kind of... Oh, what is the name of that show? With the guys living out in the wilderness with like their dogs. I think it might be called Mountain Men. I think. It kind of gives me vibes of that. So, who knows? I may end up going and checking this out. Who knows? Ebenezer, A Christmas Carol. Johnny Depp entered the stage to introduce a first look at Ty West. Ty West is directing this? Is this a horror movie? Let's continue reading. Johnny Depp entered the stage to introduce a first look at Ty West's new take on A Christmas Carol, Ebenezer. The trailer opens on Depp in prosthetics playing the classic Dickens character. We also get to hear Depp's line delivery of "Bah Humbug." Although visually darker and moody, the trailer mostly adheres to the original story's plot. Ebenezer is visited by the ghost of Jacob Marley, Ian McKellen, that's nice. And The Ghost of Christmas Past, Andrea Riseborough, both pale and ghastly in their character's design. While Scrooge lies on his bed, he sinks and is transported back to the past. The trailer also shows the ghost of Christmas Present, portrayed by Tremel Tillman, with his rib cage open. After that, Scrooge gets chased by zombified children. The trailer is more comedic than expected, and Ty West's horror trademarks are mostly absent, except for the ghoulish-looking ghosts and gothic aesthetic. Yeah, that sounds really interesting. A horror comedy take on Ebenezer Scrooge. Like, that actually sounds really interesting. And with Ty West directing, the same guy that gave us X, Pearl, and Maxine, I think that sounds pretty cool if you ask me. Like, that sounds awesome. I may have to go and check that out if I'm being at all honest. Excuse me. Angry Birds 3. I was wondering if they were going to make an Angry Birds 3 because that first movie wasn't well received, but I think it made a fair bit of money. And then the second one, it was the opposite. I think I think some people went to go and see it, but it was actually received pretty well. So I was always wondering if they were going to make a third one, and lo and behold, they are. They were given, CinemaCon attendees were given an exclusive first look teaser at the Angry Birds movie 3. The trailer was relatively short, but it brings Red's, Jason Sudeikis' arc full circle as we watch him raise a child and form his own family. How exactly Red now has children isn't explained, as the trailer didn't highlight a love interest, but the film's arc focuses on Red growing beyond his grumpy exterior and learning to care for his own flock. The trailer ends with Chuck, Josh Gad's character, and Bomb, Danny McBride's character, attempting to babysit the children, leading to chaos and antics as the baby bird drinks an entire bottle of soda. Again, this is probably one that I may not check out, mainly because I think I remember bits and pieces of that first movie. I didn't go see the second one. So, I don't know. Much in the same way as Minions and Monsters, as I talked about on the Universal video, it's like, I may end up seeing this at a drive-in. Who knows? So you might get a little bonus review from that. But, it is what it is with this one. Movie called Mr. Irrelevant. At CinemaCon, Davidcorenswet introduced the first look trailer for Mr. Irrelevant, which is based on the life of real-world football player John Tuggle. The footage opens on the early career of Cornswet as Tuggle, with a mustache and long blonde hair. We see him befriend his roommate Joe Morris, Taikudswa Matsatsa, I probably butchered that horribly, as he tries to get drafted by the New York Giants. We watch as Tuggle does his best to impress Bill Parcells, Michael Shannon, fall in love, and work his way from nobody to football star. The trailer culminates with Tuggle's struggle with cancer, and we are shown him shaving his head. Mr. Irrelevant is a classic feel-good underdog story and another star vehicle for Cornswet, hot off his breakout role as Clark Kent in Superman. I may end up checking this one out because, well, one, it has Cornswet in it, and I really liked his portrayal in Superman, and he's been in a couple of other stuff as like supporting characters. Like he was in Twisters, He was in Pearl as the projectionist, and I thought he was really good in that as well. So this one may be, it's on the radar, but will I be paying attention? Will I be looking out for it? Potentially, maybe. But this one, I may have to see some footage other than reading what was in said footage before basing my opinion on this one. But it sounds really good. Next, we have a movie called Children of Blood and Bone. I feel like I'm going to sneeze here real quick. Excuse me. Whew. Gina Prince Bythewood, I hope I said that last name correctly, and her ensemble cast for Children of Blood and Bone took the stage at CinemaCon to introduce a first-look trailer for Prince Bythewood's new adaptation of Tomi Adeyemi's, again, I hope I pronounced that correctly, best-selling novel. The film is huge in scale, full of fantastical Afrofuturist, aesthetics, and boasts some of the most beloved black talent working in Hollywood right now. I should mention the cast in this movie is Thuso Mbendu. That's gonna be difficult. Thuso Mbidu. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Tosin Cole, Amanda Stenberg, Damson Idris, who was recently just in F1, Cynthiaerivo, Lashana Lynch, Regina King, Idriselba, Chiwetelejiofor, and Viola Davis is who they have listed as being in the cast. In one sequence at the end of the trailer, we see a character cast a spell, forge a giant monster out of the trees to defeat a horde of enemy soldiers. The film is very VFX heavy, capturing a high fantasy world with a great deal of detail and spectacle, much like the films Gina Prince Bythewood has recently been known for. I may need to look into her work, because if it says, like, this is what, the style of her film that she's known for, I may have to check out what her filmography is, because if this movie is as epic as, this is making it out to be, then we could have something on our hands here. But yeah, that is everything that was announced / shown at the Paramount panel at CinemaCon. Again, a lot of stuff that I'm interested in. Some stuff that, I have to see some footage to, fully convince myself. But yeah, everything looks and sounds pretty good from what I'm reading. I just need to, see some footage. But yeah, we are now 3 down and 1 more to go. The Disney panel is last up, and it is going to be starting pretty soon. So I'll be sure to, be prepped and ready for that once the time comes. But in the meantime, guys, be safe out there, and I will catch you guys next time.